Hiya! Hi everyone! Hey, how you doing? Yo, how's it going? Do you know my neighbour? My neighbour Joyce? Well, Joyce, you know Joyce? Joyce is doing Slim Fast and she swears by it, best thing she's ever done. I was chatting to Pete on the beach and Pete was telling me about the Cambridge diet and how successful that is. It seems to be really good. It seems to be what people want. Yeah, do you know, funny you should say that. I was talking to Sarah, and Sarah was telling me that she was doing Weight Watchers and she was getting some really good results from it. Yeah, well, all the celebs, what they seem to be doing is the Herbalife 24. Incredible. They're telling me, incredible. I see them all doing it. Yeah, and Becky. Yeah, she was talking about Life and Life and lost loads of weight. She's done it 3 times now because she knows it works for her. She passes it back on each time, but she knows it works for her, so she's done it 3 times. She swears by it. It's also funny because Joyce's sister's boyfriend's aunt's hamster's cousin is doing Slimming World, and apparently Slimming World's the best of the best. Great results. Stop. You lot are giving me a headache, seriously. The point here is, everybody knows somebody who's done one of these. You've probably done some of these yourself. Everybody knows someone who rates one of these and thinks they're absolutely amazing. Everybody might have seen them in the press. They pop up on their newsfeed. There's so many of them. January's coming around, you're going to see a whole load of new ones popping up, making all these miraculous claims that they're going to burn fat faster than anything else, the best diet on the planet, this, that and the other. Right, let's take a little look at them. Now, as a whole, some of these are okay. Right, because at least they use real food. Some of these are just designed to change people's eating habits. Some of these are terrible. Some of these I wouldn't recommend ever trying or doing. If you're going to try and replace meals with shakes, that's immediately a bad no-no. But I wouldn't dare, point fingers and point out who are the really terrible ones. But what these all are is diets. And I hate the word diet because you're either on a diet or you're off a diet. This is a temporary fix to what is essentially a long-term problem. People who are overweight, people who want to make changes, people who need to drop some weight, it tends to be a long-term issue, right? It's been going on for years, and just jumping on a diet for a month or 2 is not going to solve the problem. You see it all the time. People decide they want to lose weight, so they jump on a diet, they drop some weight, they plateau pretty quickly, and then they get bored of it and wonder why they're not getting any further, so they jump back exactly to where they were. It's a vicious cycle, happens all the time. The reason why people plateau on these diets is because they're not designed correctly. Alright, these aren't good, these aren't great, they're not ideal. And what these will focus on, what a lot of these will focus on, is weight loss. Now, I've talked about this loads and loads of times in the past. Weight loss is not what you need to be focusing on. Fat loss, different thing. Fat loss is great. Weight loss and just being focused on shifting the scales, getting them to drop as quick as possible, losing as much weight as quickly as possible, which used to be a lot of people's focus. That's the mentality that's not going to work for you. What you need to do is make sure you do it right. Nice and steady, lose the right stuff. You want to maintain muscle, because muscle's good, has loads of benefits, and just lose fat. Okay, so just lose fat. And a lot of these, they're just designed to help you shift as much weight as you possibly can, as quickly as you can, so that you think you're achieving. Initially, you think you're achieving. You hear, well, the thing I hear all the time is, oh, so-and-so did this. She's done it 4 times now because it works for her. What do you mean it works for her? She's done it 4 times. Yeah, she keeps, obviously she'll put the weight back on once she's lost it, but it works for her, so she keeps doing it again. Well, it doesn't work for her then, does it? Because she's still overweight. She's still got the problem. The problem's still there. She hasn't solved it. So we need to stop looking at short-term fixes, and we need a long-term solution. We need a sustainable solution. A solution that's going to last the rest of your life, that you can see yourself doing a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Something that's going to work for you and that's going to adapt. I'll let you into another little secret, how all of these work. Okay, none of these are special, none of these are magical, none of these are mystical. These all work in the same way. And what they're going to do is put you in a calorie deficit. Now, for those of you that haven't seen my video on calorie deficit, have a watch of it. This will make a lot more sense. And what they're basically going to do, we talk in that video about TDE, your total daily energy expenditure, which is basically how much energy you need to be taking on board to go about your daily tasks, to live your life. And what these will do is bring the amount of calories that you're taking on through food below your maintenance level. So you're basically bringing on less calories than you're going to burn. Simply said, you're going to lose weight. All right, but as I say, that's not necessarily a good thing. Just reducing your calories and not focusing at all on the nutritional content of what you're eating is a fundamental mistake. Don't do it. You need to be making sure you're bringing on the right nutrients. You need to be making sure you're bringing on those macronutrients, your proteins, fats and carbs, that they're balanced correctly, so that your muscles get what they need, so that your body gets what it needs, so that you feel good throughout the day, so you're not just losing weight as quickly as possible. But this is what they'll all do. And they don't want you to know about this, right? They don't want you to know that that's the secret, because if they do, cat's out of the bag, simple as that. Forget about all of this, just stop eating as much. That's what it is. These will just control your foods, reduce your calories, boom, done. What you need to do, as I say, look for the long-term fix, all right? It really is as simple as that. You've got to look long-term. What's going to work for you? What's not going to work for you? Always go down the road of what will work for you. What can you still see yourself doing? Stop looking for quick fixes, look for a long-term solution. Eat healthy food, simple as that.